Porch light still glowing, sky not fully bright, snow frozen along the sidewalks before the morning starts. Seven 12 in January, boots too big for my feet, breathing clouds into the darkness, waiting near the street. My mother held a thermos, steam rising through her gloves, still half asleep beside me under the porch light hum. Nobody talked much out there, kids shifting in the snow, backpacks resting by the mailbox, faces hidden in scarves. Every winter morning started quietly like this, waiting for the school bus before the town wakes up. Frozen windows on the houses, soft blue morning above. The headlights always appeared slowly at the end of the road, and somehow even small routines could feel a little lonely. One boy kicked frozen snow piles into the parking lane, someone sipping hot chocolate from a faded thermos cap, bus tires crunching softly, closer through the dark, yellow lights reflecting dimly across the icy curb. I remember climbing on board, still carrying sleep inside, watching parents disappear slowly through fogged up window glass. Back then mornings felt enormous, before the day became itself. Waiting for the school bus, heavy jackets zipped too high, street lights switching off behind us as the sun began to rise. Nobody thinking deeply, nobody saying much, just winter mornings repeating again and again. The heater barely works sometimes on the ride across town, and everybody stared silently at the frost along the glass. Soft guitars shimmer outward. 7/12 in January still lives somewhere in me, cold breath floating upward into pale suburban skies. Nothing dramatic happened there, just another school day start. But I can still feel those mornings every winter when it's dark. Shopping carts rattling slowly, automatic doors again, bakery smell near the entrance, Saturday morning begins. Mom pushed the cart one-handed, coupon binder tucked inside, yellow sale signs hanging crooked, looking at toy magazines near the checkout candy racks. Fresh bread steaming from the bakery, fogging up the glass. Somebody laughing loudly near the deli counter line. Back then, grocery stores felt enormous, like tiny cities in the morning. Saturday groceries, checkout beeps and fluorescent light. My mother comparing coupons while I wandered out of sight. Nothing exciting happening, just ordinary life. But somehow those small mornings still feel warm inside my mind. The automatic doors kept opening, cold air rushing through. An employee stacking oranges near the freezer aisle. Coffee samples by the bakery, tiny paper cups. Women talking near the register about weather and school lunches. I held on to the shopping cart whenever crowds moved past, watching adults' life routines that seemed permanent back then. Nobody trying to make memories, just filling up another week. Saturday groceries, cartwheels across the tile. The smell of bread and floor cleaner mixing in the aisles. Stacked canned goods beside us, morning sunlight near the glass. And my mother somewhere ahead of me, pushing the cart too fast. Then the paper bags filled up near register 4, while outside the parking lot slowly filled with weekend cars. Soft guitars and synths brighten gently. Saturday groceries still living quietly somewhere, inside checkout sounds and bakery smells and fluorescent suburban air. Nothing dramatic happened, no lesson anybody planned. Just one child watching adulthood from behind a shopping cart. Weather maps across the television, coffee brewing near the sink. Morning anchors speaking softly, like they never really slept. 6:45 on channel 8, Dad already wearing shoes. Toast smell filling up the kitchen, while the weather forecast moved. Wet hair dripping on my collar, trying to finish cereal fast. My backpack by the doorway, still half open from last night. The local news kept talking about traffic and the rain, while sunlight slowly entered through the faded kitchen blinds. Every weekday morning started almost exactly the same. Local news before school, blue weather maps glowing bright. Coffee cups and half-awake faces under kitchen morning light. Nobody making memories, nobody trying to hold time still. Just another ordinary morning. before the bus arrived again. Mom asking where my homework was without looking from the stove. The sportscaster laughing awkwardly at something off screen. One sock missing near the hallway, keys dropped near the phone. The toaster popping loudly into the quiet room. Outside the street looked frozen in pale suburban gray, like the whole neighborhood was still deciding to wake up. Back then routine felt endless, like mornings could repeat forever. Local news before school, forecast colors on the wall, the smell of coffee and shampoo drifting through the hall. Nothing cinematic happening, just life before 7 a.m. But somehow those small mornings still replay inside my head. And suddenly everybody moving at once through the kitchen door, and the television still talking to an empty room. Soft guitars shimmer outward. Weather at 6:45 still glowing somewhere in these school backpacks, and the local anchors and toast cooling on the plate. No dramatic ending waiting, no lesson hidden there, just another weekday morning from a world that moved slower then. Coffee steaming near the counter, morning barely rolling in. Radio jazz behind the kitchen, soft against the plates and spoons. The bakery at 7 a.m., still half asleep inside. Fluorescent signs above the pastries, buzzing pale and white. Newspaper stacked beside the doorway, headlines no one read yet. A tired man in a work jacket, stirring sugar into coffee. Butter smelling warm bread rising from somewhere near the ovens. The cashier opened the register with that familiar metal sound. Outside the town was waking slowly, one storefront light at a time. The bakery at 7 a.m., before the whole day starts. Coffee cups and quiet voices floating through the dark. Nothing happening quickly, nobody trying to leave. Just early morning people learning how to wake again. One woman reading coupons at the corner table booth. A delivery places felt calm enough to stay a while. The bakery at 7 a.m. Paper cups, warming hands, small conversation starting slowly. Under humming lights, the smell of cinnamon and butter still follows me somehow, like a tiny piece of morning that never really left town. Cash drawer sliding open again and again, while soft jazz rolled quietly through the speakers overhead. Electric piano glides softly. The bakery at 7 a.m. still glowing in my head. Fluorescent signs and coffee steam, and sleepy workers smiling politely. Nothing important happened there, no memory meant to last. Just another slow, ordinary morning from a world that moved softer then. Dryers turning in the dark, low fluorescent hum, coffee cooling near the window before the morning comes. The laundromat before sunrise always smelled like soap and heat. Work shirts hanging from metal carts beside cracked plastic seats. One woman folding uniforms without looking up. A man in construction boots reading yesterday's news. The neon open sign flickered once, then quietly shut off, while outside the sky turned gray above the empty block. Nobody there seemed unhappy, just tired in familiar ways. Before the first shift, before the buses fill the streets, people sat beside spinning dryers, waiting for another week. The whole room moved in circles, soft mechanical sound, and adulthood looked something like fluorescent mornings downtown. Detergent boxes stacked crooked near the vending machine. Some old radio behind the counter playing songs too low to hear. Steam rose from paper coffee cups onto the laundry mat glass. The folding tables cold and silver under tired morning lights. I remember watching quarters spin inside my father's hand, while dryers rolled endlessly, like they had no sense of time. Back then, grown up life looked quiet, more than dramatic. Before the first shift, the city barely moving yet. Uniform patches and work jackets under fluorescent haze. Nobody chasing meaning, nobody making plans, just ordinary people waking slowly into another day again. One dryer still remember the sound of it. Since drift wider, drum machine softens. The laundromat before sunrise still glows somewhere in my mind. Detergent smell and tired silence, and coffee before daylight. No life lesson waiting there, no cinematic goodbye, just adults learning how to carry time, one morning at a time. One morning at a time. More lights warming slowly, echoes through the halls. Cleaning machines moving softly before the stores unlock. The arcade still dark inside, metal shutters halfway down. Rows of silent game machines sleeping without sound. Neon signs flickering awake, one color at a time. Blue and pink reflections stretching across the polished tile. A janitor pushed his buffers slowly past the fountain near the stairs. The whole mall smelled like floor wax and yesterday's air conditioning. Some places felt mysterious only before people arrived. Before the tokens lit up, before the noise began, the arcade looks almost secret behind the metal gate. Just silent racing cabinets and darkened pinball glass, waiting for another afternoon to finally come alive. One machine near the entrance, already glowing faintly red. Attract mode music barely audible inside the empty dark. The food court chairs still upside down on top of plastic tables. Only distant maintenance radios floating through the halls. I remember standing there longer than I needed to, watching reflections move slowly across the tile floor. Back then, empty places sometimes felt more alive fading like fluorescent light turning on. Before the tokens lit up, still stay somewhere with me. Pink reflections on the floor tiles, and neon waking slowly. Nothing important happened there. I never even went inside, but sometimes I still think about that quiet mall before the day began. Heating pipes inside the walls, kitchen clock ticking slow, blue dawn light across the hallway before anybody moves. Socks sliding on the floorboards, trying not to make a sound. The television still asleep, the whole house dim and blue. Refrigerator humming softly, in the kitchen dark. Breakfast table untouched still, chairs pushed neatly in. I remember standing quietly near the hallway arch, listening to the silence like it was part of the house. Some mornings felt suspended before life entered the rooms. Before everyone woke up, the world moved differently. Only clocks and heating pipes keeping the house alive. No voices yet, no dishes, no footsteps overhead. Just blue morning light resting softly on everything. Outside, one newspaper landed near the front porch steps. Somewhere a dog barked once, then everything went still again. Curtains barely moving from warm air through the vents. Dust floating slowly upward inside the early light. Back then I didn't know why those moments stayed with me, but even now I think about how peaceful houses sounded then. Before coffee started brewing, before the whole day opened up, before everyone woke up, the kitchen felt enormous. The refrigerator motor fading in and out of silence. Nothing important happening, nothing anyone would save. Just a small forgotten hour, still glowing somewhere in me. And finally fish tank bubbles rising slowly, fluorescent lights above. Receptionist typing softly into the quiet room. 8:05 appointment before school on a Tuesday. Plastic chairs against the wall. Too cold through my jacket. Old magazines on the table. Bent corners, missing covers. Somebody coughing quietly near the fake plant by the window. Mint smell everywhere, like toothpaste and floor cleaner. The fish tank glowing green beside the receptionist's desk. I remember watching the clock more than anything else. Dentist waiting room, early morning half asleep, listening to aquarium bubbles and fluorescent buzzing overhead. Nothing terrible happening, still nervous anyway. Like childhood morning sometimes carried fear without a reason. My backpack near my sneakers, homework folded inside. I kept staring through the blinds at cars passing slowly outside. The receptionist knew my mother, asked how school was going while typing names onto forms without really looking up. One little paper cup beside the water machine. Everything in that office looks slightly beige and tired. Back then boredom and anxiety always seemed connected somehow. Dentist waiting room before the rest of the day. Fish tank light reflecting softly across the polished floor. The whole building smelled like mint and raincoats drying out, while somewhere beyond the hallway the drill sound started again. Then finally my name got called from behind the swinging door, and suddenly the waiting ended way too quickly. Soft analog synths widen gently. 8:05 appointments still stay somewhere in my mind. Plastic chairs and old magazines under humming morning lights. Not happiness, not sadness, just one strange little memory from a slow suburban childhood.
AM radio crackling softly, some old country song. Coffee steam against the windows as trucks roll past outside. Exit 9 before sunrise, orange boots and tired eyes. My father stirring powdered cream into a heavy diner mug. Truck drivers in denim jackets laughing near the counter stools. Maps folded beside their breakfast, keys hanging from their belts. Outside the frost still clinging to windshields in the lot. Diesel engines humming low beyond the glowing sign. Back then the highway felt endless, like it could lead anywhere at all. Coffee refills at exit 9, waitress writing orders down. Pancake syrup and AM stations filling up the room. I watched strangers moving through places I'd never seen, and for the first time in my life the world felt bigger than our town. his finger, talking about cities I knew only from baseball caps and postcards. Some mornings childhood quietly opens outward. Coffee refills at exit 9. Truck stop lights still glowing dim. The smell of bacon and wet pavement before the sky turned blue. Nobody trying to inspire anybody. Nobody saying profound things. Just people passing through the morning on their way somewhere else. The truck horn echoed briefly past the diner windows, and the whole parking lot vibrated for a second in the dawn. Disappeared years ago, but sometimes I still think about how enormous the world felt there. AM radio.
Coffee maker bubbling softly, morning sunlight on the floor, baseball voices from the TV, somewhere in the next room. Dad turning newspaper pages at the kitchen table chair, Mom beside the frying pan, still wearing yesterday's robe. Eggshells near the counter edge, toast rising from the heat, old fridge magnets holding up phone numbers and receipts. Sunlight through the curtains made the linoleum shine, and somehow every Sunday morning moved a little slower then. Nobody trying to leave, nobody checking the time. Sunday morning kitchen, coffee cups and TV sound. The safest place I ever knew was probably that room. Just eggs frying in butter and baseball on Channel 5, while my parents talked quietly about ordinary life. The screen door moved gently whenever somebody passed, one sock sliding on the hallway floor, trying not to wake too much. Dad laughed at something small in the sports section again. Mom rolled her eyes, smiling without looking up from the stove. Outside the neighborhood stayed quiet, lawnmowers not awake yet, only birds and distant traffic moving through the trees. Back then would happen forever. Sunday morning kitchen, sunlight warming faded walls, the radio low beside the sink, coffee steam rising slow. Nothing important happening, nothing anybody planned, just one family existing together inside an ordinary day. The refrigerator motor started, then faded back again, and the baseball announcer's voice filled the quiet in between. Kitchen still lives somewhere in me. Old magnets on the refrigerator, and the smell of toast and coffee, and no grand